What's up, Cupcake? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do a rather short session. We're going to make a sort of sandwich style snack with a healthy beverage. Some of the things you might have already seen. That said, I also just came back from the gym, so I'm definitely hungry. I'm also feeling really good because I've been away for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I sustained a rather strange sort of elbow injury or inflammation, so to speak. So yeah, it feels good to be back again and active. And so let's get into it. Okay, so now we're gonna look in my fridge, and please, let's keep it together. It's quite messy and it's not perfect. You know, some of you shat on me because my oven was a touch dirty. Now mind you, I use my oven almost 7 days a week, almost every day of the month. It's not always going to be clean, so is my fridge. So let's all chill. So that said, let's open up. So yeah, welcome to my crib. We're gonna make a very simple, I think, avocado, tomato, maybe a basil and mozzarella and poached chicken sandwich with a green smoothie. I think it's one of my favorite smoothies, to be honest. It is really delicious, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's fresh, and I think quite healthy as far as I know. Good girl. Yeah, we're gonna go for a wonderful avocado. We're gonna go for some basil, as I mentioned. We're gonna some protein cheese. Grapefruit, not for today. That's for another day, if you know what I mean. And we're gonna go for some chicken. And my tomatoes are outside of the fridge because no one should put tomatoes in the fridge. And we're back. Long trip from the fridge into the kitchen. That said, it does keep me fit. So I think what we're gonna do is, well, what we have to do is start with the chicken. That does take at least 45 minutes for sort of succulent and juicy, tender chicken. And then everything else we can sort of prep. I'm gonna put on this high and take some salt. I'm gonna add a good amount of salt, so it's nice and salty. Just like some of you online, you're quite salty. Give it a good flick, a taste, and then you know whether it's ready or not. Beautiful. So for those that don't know, I do have a little trick from your board not moving. So essentially just put a little cloth like that, so to speak. Place your board on top and it will stop moving. That's quite handy, especially if you're cutting a lot of stuff and it's moving. It's quite dangerous, in fact, so you don't end up chopping maybe your finger off. Yeah, so add a little piece. You can also add a nice little paper towel, you know, those paper things to wipe. Works just as well. You just gotta add with some water. So while that is all boiling, the water, we're gonna do our mise en place prep for the sandwich, and then yeah, we're gonna do the chicken, basil oil, infused basil oil, and then we're gonna go move towards the green smoothie. Smooth like butter. Yeehaw! And I'm just gonna get my tomatoes. So tastes almost like a tomato. We'll put this bad boy here. Alrighty folks, nice and beautiful, nice and slow. These are nice and beautiful. Oh, we're gonna cut the mozzarella as well, actually. Like I messed on my board now. So, First we're gonna do the chicken. As such. I'm gonna turn off the heat, put the lid back on, and we're gonna take it off the heat as well. And that needs really about, I think, 45 minutes or about 40 minutes for the perfect sort of succulent and juicy chicken. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to also do the basil oil, but I'm going to prepare the ice. Alrighty, we have ice with water, we have our basil, and we're going to just chuck all of that in here. So, nothing too crazy actually. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to bath here for a bit. Alrighty, that's had its cute bubble bath. I'm just going to add that into our ice. Yeah, just to stop that cooking process. Nice. Give it a nice clean. So usually you need paper towel to kind of like squeeze out the excess moisture, or just using a towel, but I'm washing my towels currently and I forgot to buy paper towels, so I'm just gonna have to do it with my hands. So don't be hating. In there, I'm gonna add some oil, about I think 200 grams. Yeah, 200 grams. YOLO, right? We add this bad boy on, like that, and now we're gonna piss our neighbors off at 2 a.m. Alright, so we're gonna just double filter this just to get the main bits. So, boom. Smells wonderful. We're gonna use some coffee filters. I think usually you'd use a muslin cloth. Same thing, to be honest. It's going to take at least 12 hours plus, so overnight, to fully drain through. It's also best just to put it in the fridge as it starts to sort of separate between the solids and liquids, sort of opting for better extraction. That said though, by the time we're going to be finished with prepping the sandwich, and when I'm going to add this basil oil, we'll have enough by then, so there's not going to be any stress, so don't stress at home.
I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning.
What we're going to do next now is the green smoothie. Some spinach, some, what do you call that, lemon, cucumber, some ginger as well. We're going to need a kiwi, cucumber, ginger, and as well a green apple. And then at the very end we're going to add a frozen banana. So some of you already know this green smoothie from our latest YouTube session, but for the sake of today, because I'm hungry and I'm feeling great and I feel like a green smoothie, we're going to do it again. So if you weren't convinced last time, hopefully you'll be convinced this time, and if not, well, touche.
They didn't think I could do it, I had to demonstrate how the flow is so heavenly, keeping demons straight. Who they fooling? I showed them the jig is up again. When I asked them who was the best, they get to stuttering. Tell them
I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning. I'ma keep winning.
you could try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You could try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You could try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
And pop this back into the fridge. Right, our chicken done. I'm just gonna drain that water. Alright, so this is gonna be our bread, whole grain, nice and thick, and it's gonna be quite delicious with that sandwich. This is where it's gonna get a little bit unhealthy, so if you happen to recreate this at home, you don't have to do this. I just do it because it adds a little bit more flavor, and I'm really hungry and I don't really care. So yeah, we're gonna drizzle quite a good amount of oil, just so when we're gonna cook it in the pan, it's gonna get nice and crispy. Got a little bit more oil. We got our bread in here. We're just gonna cook this about, I think, 5 to 8 minutes. Essentially, we're gonna try crisp it up as much as possible. It's quite on high heat, and it works quite well with sort of the darker breads in terms of sort of getting a nice caramelization and crunchiness to it. I'm gonna place it here on this wire rack just to let it cool and also make sure it stays nice and crispy. Season this with a bit of salt, and bread goes in. Some of our basil oil is kind of ready. Majority still needs to drip off. Well, that should be enough for us. The rest will go back to the fridge.
Coming from my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the goat, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead, and there's some things I had to hurdle. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me.
So that's our first one done, and our second one done. Boys and girls, we're gonna put these lovely 2 sandwiches that I'm gonna devour any second now into the oven for about, I think, 5 minutes or so, just for it to warm up a little bit and for the mozzarella cheese to just melt a touch. Till next time.
Every loss got a lesson, every make got a miss. I can't even think of a man that had me terrified. We got options, pick your poison or just pick a side. Pick a side, pick your poison.
I'm gonna add our frozen banana in here and all our mise en place. So my blender is quite small, so I kind of have to do it in parts. I'm gonna like blend it a bit and then add more. A little bit annoying, but it still does the job. I think we're done, so I'm going to take this out of the oven. We're going to slice it up, serve the green smoothie, and then call it a day. You can see the mozzarella cheese has melted a touch, and everything is nice and crispy. Alright, let's crack this bad boy open.
4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals. Did it all by myself, I don't need nothing. Dropped 100 songs, I'ma keep coming. Remember times they wouldn't reply, now they all hit me like they need something. Labels hit me, now they see something, but I told them all, you ain't seen nothing. I've been putting all the work in, if you ain't sawing with me, you ain't read nothing. How it is, I don't make the calls. Gas it up, shit about to blow, make a million. I got a million flows, I'm a million shit with a million goals. Time ticking, not here, dawg. I don't say it, but I seen it all. Seen a post and I seen a hate, so when it hit me now, I ignore the calls. No time for it, just being honest.
Chef's kiss. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Quite simple, quite short. That said, I do wish you a wonderful week. And of course, let me know in the comments below whatever you want to see next. And as always, till next time.
1 time for the hometown, I got love for it, that's real. 2 times for the haters, man.